Student Council. Dear Student Council of name redacted. Hello, my name is Azure, otherwise known as Ben. Now, I've recently taken issue with the Student Council in your establishment, which is a school. I've recently taken issue with the Student Council because of two main things. Number one is a smaller issue. Number one being that you're starting new projects such as safety lessons, but you haven't yet completed. You are yet to complete. You are far from completing tasks that you have set for yourselves since term 1. And this is a bit frustrating for students. You have not completed tasks that you have set yourselves for quite a while, such as the hoodies, which has caused lots of students to be allowed to wear their own hoodies. Not even plain ones at that, but most people have resorted to using plain ones. But also the seating and social areas, you have not completed those. Now you might be saying, oh, the cafe is a social area. Yeah, but not really. It's only used for people to go on their computers and play on video games after school, which is not what the cafe is really intended for. That's another issue. The cafe becomes quite loud after school, and parents who are sitting there aren't going to feel the most comfortable in an environment where it's really, really loud. Now, that's a lot of issues that I said was one issue, sorry. But yeah, the cafe is just really loud, and the fact that these social areas have not been completed, have yet to be completed on the board. We've yet to see any progress of that. It's quite frustrating for students. This and the hoodies and a few more other projects that I can't name off the top of my head. It's a bit frustrating that you aren't doing these. We aren't seeing changes. Now, the second issue is one I wanted to talk about for a while. This issue being the ID payment system, which is used in the front office, the school shop, and the cafe, which we previously spoken about, versus the payment system in the library, which is real cash. Now, let's explain the payment system in the office, the shop, and the cafe. Now, at the beginning, this used to be with real money. We used to use real cash to pay for these. Then, this was changed to paper coupons, where students would pay and would receive the amount of paper coupons with their chosen amounts. They would get the exact same value they paid for, and so they could only pay in baht. And this became a bit redundant, as you were basically exchanging paper for paper. Now, the reason my laptop lit up here was because I'm going to use this in a minute. Now, as I was saying, the paper coupons became a bit redundant, and so to become more eco-friendly, the school decided to use the student IDs, which the students used to enter the school and exit it. This was which was before the fingerprints, but the students would use student IDs to enter and exit the school, and to put money on, and to be able to buy items at the cafe, and make those transactions. But here's where the problem lies. This takes place in all places except the library. Now, in the library, this would be quite important for secondary students, mainly, as we have the computers in the library, which enable you to print it quickly and easily. Well, not quite quickly due to the computers, but easily as the printer is nearby. Now, it is 5 baht per page. It is 5 baht per page, but you don't use your ID card. No, in the library, you use real cash. Now, I have a problem with this because in the 4 years that this establishment of name redacted has existed since they moved from the old establishment, you would think that they would have noticed this issue. You would think that they would have noticed this anomaly and would have fixed this, but they had not. So, one excuse that might be used. Let me just address some of the excuses. One of the excuses that might be used might be that it might be easier for the librarian to use real cash and just take it in. Well, yes, but it's a bit of a redundant excuse, as if it's just easier for them, why don't the school just do it as a whole and don't just use real cash instead of using ID cards, making transactions, instead of doing what convenience stores do, which is just use real cash, have a cashier, and just take money and make transactions using the cash register. Well, yeah, if you use that excuse, it becomes a bit redundant once you realize if it's easier for the librarian, it should be easier for all the other people who are currently using the ID card system, but they don't. So, number two, if the school truly wanted to become more eco-friendly, they would have noticed this, which is another reason why the librarian system seems redundant, because in all places except for the library, they use this exact same system, but in the library, they use real cash, so they aren't becoming truly eco-friendly when it comes to payment. So if the school truly wanted to become more eco-friendly, they would use this system in the library. They would implement it into the library. Excuse number three. Well, the printer. Someone from outside the school had theorized when I was talking to some people about this issue. Someone outside the school had theorized that the printer might be rented out, and so the librarian needs real cash to be able to support this payment instead of the ID card. Number one, if this again becomes a bit redundant, because if all how do I say this? So, well, if the printer is rented out, then if students need to pay real money to support it, why don't they just use the students' money to support the food that they're given and the events that they're provided with and the uniforms they're given, so, and the class and the teachers and all that. So actually, I did an investigation to have some solid evidence for this. I went to the library on a Monday morning a few months back. This was even before they had, this was not including the ice cream, and this is not including any liquids, but, and this is not including popcorn and any new items that have been put in since. But when I went in there, this was in the morning, and I went in. So this was in the morning. So this was before any items were sold. Now I went in and I made a record of every single item and how much it costs. Now, if you take all the items, multiply the amount that there are by the price, and add all of those totals together, this is how much you should get that the students should pay for. Now, I did the research and I did the calculations using Excel before this video was being filmed. Now, if we look at the conclusion over here, it says that there were 10 egg tarts at 25 baht a piece, 20 chocolate chip muffins at 20 baht a piece, 10 fruit danishes at 25 baht, croissants, 15 croissants at 30 baht, 6 fresh spring rolls at 50 baht, 18 mini wraps at 55 baht, 24 grilled pork with sticky rice at 30 baht, 16 boiled eggs at 10 baht, 18 half sandwiches at 25 baht, 10 apples at 15 baht, 23 bananas at 10 baht, 9 raspberry bars at 30 baht, 9 coconut cookies at 30 baht, 11 oatmeal cookies at 30 baht, 12 almond cookies of the first sort at 30 baht, 10 almond cookies of the second sort at 30 baht, 20 peanut butter granola power balls at 30 baht, 10 Thai Noms at 10 baht, 10 chocolate potatoes at 25 baht, 13 condensed milk tubes at 13 baht, 21 nuts balls at 10 baht, 11 strawberry jam buns at 20 baht, 25 sushi pieces at 10 baht, 2 almond biscotti at 30 baht. Now, multiplying the amount that I just said by the price for each item, you get a total of 7,960 baht. I know this is a lot. So why don't the students pay for that? Not only this, why don't the students pay for the prom? Why don't the students pay for the uniforms that they're given? And sure, you may say, this comes into the parent fees. So the students wouldn't have to pay for all those kinds of things. Yes, that is true. But if the students have to pay for their payments using real cash, why don't the students need to pay for the food that they're given with real cash? Why don't the students need to support the food that they're given and importations of that food? Importation? Yeah, importation of that food with real cash. Why don't they need to support the making of the uniforms with real cash as an add-on? Why is that done? So once again, that argument becomes kind of a bit redundant. Now, another argument that I got was that it might just be too expensive to implement that system. Well, again, it's just a bit redundant because it's just a bit stupid to use that excuse, because if it's too expensive to implement once more, then why would they implement it 3 times into 3 separate locations? Because this might sound crazy, but I think implementing it in the library would be 1/3 of the price that it would take to implement it in the office, in the cafe, twice in the cafe. No. Oh yeah. Wait. No, once in the cafe, sorry. Once in the cafe, in the school shop, and in the office. So this might sound crazy, but I think that would be 1/3 of the price of those combined. So all I ask of you is take notice of this video and ask yourselves, why haven't you picked this up? Because this is something that I've spoken to quite a few students about, even some that are in this student council. And when I spoke to them about it, they thought, oh yeah, why isn't that a thing? So even the people in that student council, some of them agree with me. So I would say take note of this video, consider making that change, and the change for the first issue I had. And yeah, I hope things will improve. I actually was supposed to be a part of this student council, and last year my brother was. And when I suggested to give more uses to the ID card, such as printing in the library, it was laughed off, which I find really offensive because this was a serious topic that I feel could have real potential and could bring a big change to Head Start and could have a good effect. It could make the librarian's life easier because all the money is stored digitally. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to say about the library, about the printer being rented out. Well, if the librarian needed real money, where do you think? Where do the librarians think, and where do the teachers think? All the money that is taken from the digital machines that are stored digitally. Where do people think they go? Well, they are given out to the workers as real money. Now, this could be done the same for the librarian. But it might be received at a later date. You might say, yes, but what if it doesn't really affect the the workers in the cafe having to import their food, which is a lot more, then I would assume it doesn't take them that much of a time. It doesn't need to be that rushed to receive the money for the library. But going back onto the main topic, I hope this video gets taken note of, and I hope I actually hope, because not a lot of people see my videos. I get it, not a lot of people see my videos. I'm not that popular. I'm somewhat controversial on YouTube for a student named Redacted. But if you agree with this message, I would suggest putting this on social media until maybe we actually take notice of it with the hashtag #WhyStudentCouncil. Hashtag #WhyStudentCouncil. Because number one, this is a question of why did you laugh my idea off at the beginning? Number two, why is this idea not implemented? To reiterate my points, the cafe itself is really loud, and it's really irritating to sit there knowing that people are playing their playing video games really intensely, and it's really irritating for students though to know that projects that you said would be completed are still not completed at the end of this year. Also, the library's payment system should be changed so that it becomes the same as the payment system of the other places in the school where transactions are made, such as the office, the school shop, and the cafe. So, this has been me just ranting to the student council, I know, but let me just pass it to the other people who've made it all the way through this video. The prom for Name Redacted is coming up, and the theme is Hollywood. Now, the theme is Hollywood, and we're supposed to dress to impress. But me and my DJ friend, who we collectively are known as the system, as students at Name Redacted know, we're going to go in a bit of a different direction. We're going to go for a more abstract feel, because we are going to try to dress up as DJs, because that's what we're going to be known for at the prom this year, for being the DJs. So, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to play for the system. Hopefully not for the last time, but hopefully this show that we're going to be putting on, hopefully the DJing is going to be amazing. Hopefully we're going to have a great time. Hopefully the system will shock you. Hopefully just the prom's going to be great because the system are there. And by the way, just about the system, this is for the people who've made it all the way through the video. So I want to just tell you guys that the system, it may seem like it's just me and AV, as you know, on YouTube. But the system is really just more of a community thing. The system it's a place where we are just there to have fun. We're the system, and so we run together as a team, and we work together fluidly. And if things aren't going well with the system, we change things, and we take things out, repair them, and make a new version of that system. But yeah, the system is not just me and AV. The system is a community. The system is everyone who supported us throughout this journey of getting to DJ at the prom. The system is even our competition, DJ Yan and DJ Innes. They could be a part of the system very well, but yeah, it's not just me and AV. It's a community. It's all inclusive. It's all of us. It's everyone who wants to be a part of it. It's everyone who supports us, and it's everyone who supports this cause. Anyways, guys, I know that was a bit deep and cliche, but thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end, if you like it, comment what you think of this issue, these issues that I've talked about, or if you want to comment about the prom or the system, go ahead and do so. Hope and consider subscribing, because I will be making more videos like this. I know it's a bit bland, it's a bit boring. I don't have any music or edits or anything like that, but it's just me wanting to express my feelings, and being the socially awkward person I am, I'm not really able to do that in person. So, and not only because I'm socially awkward, because I don't have as much power as I need to have to be able to express these issues in person. Anyways, as I said, comment your thoughts, and consider subscribing, and share this around social media with the hashtag #WhyStudentCouncil. Alright, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, Purple Heart. Peace out.